Okay, so as usual, now on the video record pannitrukken. I'll upload it. Okay, I'll share the link to you. Okay, so when we're starting the frictions வந்து நம்ம நேத்து discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். There are three types of frictions on solid. That is actually two types. One is static friction. Okay, one is dynamic friction. Yesterday we are discussing about that. Static friction and dynamic friction. Under dynamic friction, again rolling friction irukku, sliding friction irukku. Okay, but static friction which was at rest condition. Okay, so when the object was particular and when it is trying to move at that particular instant, we are saying it as a limiting friction. We call it as a limiting friction. So static friction, limiting friction, and rolling and sliding. These are your types of frictions. Now there are relations. So static friction, so there is a mass, same thing, the object was applied a force, so I'm trying to pull it. So pull பண்ணும்போது opposite direction, they'll be having some opposite friction. So they'll be having some opposing force. This opposing force is nothing but your friction here. Okay, so in the friction acted and perpendicular to it, there will be a normal reaction. And so this normal reaction depends upon the weight of the object, mg. Okay, so this object was placed on a rough surface. Because of the rough surface, in the object on the move, so assuming the static friction is greater. So here, if you see that static friction, this object doesn't move at all. When the object was at that particular instant, when it is moving, we call it as a limiting friction. So when it is trying to move, there is a movement, we call it as a limiting friction. Now, so we'll see the relation. So when you are applying a force, so they'll be having some opposing friction. This friction, F, is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Remember, this friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. So weight just and the friction just weight lesser, the friction will be lesser. Both are proportional to each other. Now, so when you're taking the proportionality constant K, this proportionality constant we call it as coefficient of friction. This proportionality constant K we call it as coefficient of friction mu. F is equal to mu n. So எல்லாத்துக்கு same relation தான். So kinetic friction, rolling, sliding எல்லாத்துக்கு same relation தான். But when you're discussing with the static, I'll say it as static friction. Fs is equal to mu ns, where F is equal to your friction, okay, frictional force, mu is equal to coefficient of friction, and n is your normal reaction. Okay, so F is equal to mu ns. Now, so here if you see that, suppose இங்க வந்து friction and force ரெண்டு சேம் இருக்கு. Suppose friction force சேம் இருக்கு. Okay, actually இந்த equation எப்படி இருக்குன்னா, நம்ம வந்து இப்போ free body diagramsல discuss பண்றோம்ல, the net force we have to consider here. Assume in the object வந்து it was trying to move in this direction, so it was gaining some acceleration. So friction force greater இருக்கு. F is applied force, small f is your frictional force. So capital F வந்து greater இருக்கறதுனால what will happen, it will try to move in this direction. Okay, now so for this, capital F minus small f is equal to m into a. For this relation, suppose if the acceleration is 0, that means the forces, both the forces are same. So F is equal to small f. When capital F is equal to small f, in the object doesn't move at all, then only we can say it is your balanced force. So acceleration A is equal to 0. Then there is no movement. So acceleration is equal to 0. Remember that. So static friction condition is when applied force and frictional force both are same, the relation will be like this. Now, அதே நம்ம வந்து rolling and dynamic பார்க்கலாம். Okay, so I'm just erasing it. I'm also recording it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, right. So next one, dynamic friction. Dynamic friction though, rolling friction irukku, sliding friction irukku. Okay, remember static friction is much greater than other two frictions. We'll discuss one by one. So next one was your rolling and sliding friction. Assume there is an inclined plane. So this is your inclined plane. What I'll do, I'm placing a mass here. So because of this inclined condition, it was making an angle theta. Because of this, it will try to move downward direction. Okay, without any forces acting on it, it will try to move downward direction. Adra force da mg sin theta. So force in the direction irukna, the acceleration also in the same direction. Okay, so when the acceleration also in the same direction, opposing force and act irukku. So on the surface, this is your opposing force. Opposing force and actual force. This is capital F and solren, this is small f. Now, I told you already, gravitation on this straight away downward direction. But for this perpendicular mass, it was making an angle theta. Any object making an angle theta, it is mg cos theta. That's perpendicular to mg sin theta. Now, So in the object perpendicular upward direction, they'll be having some normal reaction and the weight depend on. Now again, so in the friction depends upon the weight of the object, which is n. So F is proportional to n and F is equal to mu n. When we are discussing about the kinetic friction, so Fk is equal to mu into nk. So now kinetic friction when there is a movement, we call it as kinetic friction as well, or dynamic friction as well. Okay. What happened, ma? Tarani? Okay. So kinetic friction as well, dynamic friction as well. So we'll see the equation. Equation eppadi irukumna. So capital F is greater than the small f. So for that only it was moving downward direction. So equation free body diagram based panina, capital F minus small f is equal to ma. Capital F minus small f is equal to ma. But capital F base panni, the gravitation base panni move பண்ணும்போது and along with the angle, so it is mg sin theta. It is mg sin theta minus the frictional force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, but so we know the friction force relation another mu n. So I'll write here mg sin theta minus mu n is equal to ma. Mg sin theta minus mu n is equal to ma. But n and gravitation, which is mg cos theta, are opposite direction. These two are in opposite direction. We can equate these two. So we can say n is equal to, because these two are in opposite and these two will be equal, n is equal to mg cos theta. So whatever I'm giving the relation, I'm on the free body diagram based panni da discuss pannadha. Okay, these relations are important. Okay, sorry. So on the n place low, I'm substituting mg cos theta. So in this relation, mg sin theta minus, I'm erasing everything, mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta is equal to ma. Okay, mg sin theta minus mu. So idu vandu konjam clear illa. I'll write here mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta is equal to mass into acceleration. So inge ella directional masses irukadnala LHS RHS, I'm going to cancel it. So masses will get cancelled. Okay, so acceleration is equal to g sin theta minus mu g cos theta, or I can write it as g common eduthiren. It is sin theta minus mu cos theta. Okay, remember this relation. Okay, so idhula vandu mugging edume illa. Whatever the free body diagrams we are taking, the acceleration direction based panni we are writing the equation and we are finding the acceleration. Problems lo varumbodhu we have to find the masses or we have to find the acceleration. We can able to use this relation. Okay, so ella direction நான் திரும்பி சொல்றேன். Laws of motion ல நம்ம என்னென்ன equations நம்ம derive பண்றோமோ we are doing from the free body diagrams itself. Okay, நீங்க வந்து அது clear-ஆ இருந்தா we can able to write any equations here. Now just take the equation. So which you want to find the acceleration for the inclined condition along with the friction. The acceleration is g sin theta minus mu g cos theta. Masses rendu cancel ஆயிடுச்சு. Right. So and along with it, இது sliding friction. And remember when we are discussing about the sliding frictionல வந்து ஒரே ஒரு சைடு மட்டும்தான் உங்களுக்கு வந்து friction act ஆயிருக்கு. Remember ஒரே ஒரு சைடு மட்டும்தான், one side மட்டும்தான் friction act ஆயிருக்கு. Other sides it will be free. But rolling friction என்ன ஆகும்னா friction will be acted upon in all the directions. Friction will be acted upon in all the directions. ஏன்னா வந்து இது ஸ்லோவா roll ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு and as well as இது மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So in the type of movement on the translation motion and rotation motion. Translation motion rotate it will try to move downward direction. Okay, so friction on the ella direction it will try to act. So lowering friction and sliding friction ella the same relation with respect to friction. F is equal to mu n. Okay, F is equal to mu n. But if you see that static rolling sliding, okay, static friction, because the object is not at all moving, static friction is much greater compared to the sliding friction as well as the rolling friction. Static friction is much greater compared to the sliding friction and rolling friction. Okay, remember that. So and sliding friction, you can say the greater or lesser or question varala. So static friction is greater than sliding friction is greater than rolling friction. Okay, static friction is greater than sliding friction is greater than rolling friction. Okay, right. So next concept. So I'll share the worksheets to you. I'll share the questions also. So we have to move further. Okay, நம்ம அப்போ நான் சொல்லிட்டேன் நம்ம ரொம்ப கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவா போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். Okay, So next concept is a circular motion. Circular motion. Circular motion. Okay. Anyone tell me what is the difference between circular and rotational motion? Circular motion ke rotational motion ke what difference?
Circular motion is the motion accompanied by the object in a circular path.
Super, ma. We can say the angular path. Okay, circular path. Good. What about the rotational?
Rotational
Moves
motion.
about an axis.
Super, ma. So it was moves with respect to its axis. Okay. Example for circular and example for rotational. Anyone?
An electron revolving an atom is
An
example for
electron-
circular motion.
An electron revolving a nucleus. An electron revolving a nucleus, or an object was trying to travel in a circular path. Okay. Any object which is traveling in a circular path or rotational path, we call it as angular or circular. Okay. But here, example was a fan. Okay. So with respect to fixed point, okay, this object was trying to rotate. With respect to fixed point, this object was trying to rotate. Fan or car wheel. Okay. These are your different examples. With respect to axis, the axis based panida, the rotate. So the fixed point based panida, it will try to rotate. So it is your rotational motion and it is your circular motion. Now, so when we are discussing about the concept called circular motion, first of all, we on the linear ke angular or circular ke enna difference and path. Okay. So if you remember, now motion is straight line, we have seen some relations. Now the three equations and as well as the parameters also we have seen. Okay. So first we'll see the linear. So I'm just giving you the difference. Okay. Simple and experiment. Okay. So here I'm just drawing a tabular column. So one side was linear. Okay. So one side was linear. Other side was angular. Angular and circular and angular and circular. Now, the linear, we have seen some parameters, which is length. Don't say length, mass, time, and other units. Linear parameters number discuss the motion is straight line. Length, okay, that is your displacement, distance. Displacement or distance. Okay, speed or velocity. Okay, speed or velocity. And we have seen the acceleration. And we have seen the time period. Okay, displacement, speed, acceleration, time. So displacement, I'll say it as length, L. So speed on the S and so velocity on the V and acceleration A. Can you please mute it? Another voice Nandini. Mute நான் மியூட் பண்ணிடுறேன். ஓகே. ஸோ எதுக்குன்னா நீங்க இங்க இருக்க பேர் எல்லா பேரும் மியூட் மைக் ஆன் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஸோ வாய்ஸ் எக்கோ மாதிரி கேட்கும். திரும்பி எனக்கே திரும்பி எக்கோ மாதிரி கேட்கும் 10 times 20 times. கொஞ்சம் அதனால நான் மியூட் பண்ண சொல்லிடுறேன். ஓகே. ஸோ லீனியர் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட், ஸ்பீடு, ஆக்சலரேஷன் அண்ட் டைம் பீரியட். ஸோ இந்த ரிலேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கும். ஸோ இதுதான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். பட் when we are discussing about the angularல என்னென்ன வரும்னா any object was trying to travel in a circular point, so which was starting from one point, okay, completing to the same point. Okay, when we are discussing about the positions, initial point to final point, the displacement is equal to 0. Already number discussed பண்ணோம். But any object was trying to travel from one point to other point. So the initial point is the final point in a circular motion. Okay, so initial point and the final point any object was traveling, it was making an angle theta. Okay, it was making an angle theta. Or angle theta is the traveler. In the angle theta, we call it as angular displacement. We call it as angular displacement. Angle theta based பண்ணி நம்ம position displacement நம்ம consider பண்றோம். So suppose இந்த object இந்த point இல்லாம வேற எந்தாவது point இருக்கு. So initial point வந்து பார்க்கும்போது this is your angle theta. So again, it is your final point. This angle theta is nothing but your angular displacement. Now, so angular displacement இருக்கு. So this angular displacement, the symbol is theta. And நம்ம when we are discussing about the angle theta, இதோட units நம்ம degreesல mention பண்ண மாட்டோம். We will mention it as radians because it will be having its own values. Okay, so now, so theta la எல்லாமே நம்ம converting into radians. So you already know that theta 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians value. Okay, so if you want, you can remember that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi. We are converting everything into radians now. So suppose in the angle theta da, when I'm considering with respect to time period based பண்ணி நான் வந்து consider பண்றேன், measure பண்றேன். Time period based பண்ணி measure பண்ணும்போது this theta by t is nothing but your omega. That means இங்க வந்து நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம், length by your time period. Velocity is nothing but displacement time period. So here same thing. So velocity is nothing but displacement by time period. But this omega is nothing but your angular velocity. Theta is your angular displacement and time period. Okay. And same thing, alpha, acceleration. Acceleration is omega by time period. Acceleration is omega by time period. Okay. Now, so here you already know about the equations and time period rendered same with that. So time period is t as usual. So equations நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square minus u square is equal to 2s. These are your motion in straight line equations. இது angular fashion ல travel. Suppose அது circular motion இருக்கும்போது instead of v it is omega, instead of s it is theta. So I'm just changing those things, and the equations on the same equations but terms மட்டும் change ஆகும். Okay, so it is omega. So remember final velocity நான் வந்து omega ன்னு சொல்றேன், or omega f ன்னு சொல்றேன். Initial velocity வந்து நான் omega n சொல்றேன். Final velocity omega f, initial velocity வந்து omega I. Initial velocity வந்து omega I. So omega f is equal to omega I plus alpha t. Okay, omega f is equal to omega I plus alpha t. And theta is equal to omega I t plus half a, that is alpha t square. And இது omega f square minus omega I square is equal to 2 alpha theta. Okay, these are your equations in angular fashion. Okay, linear to angular relationship. Okay, so remember these relations. Right. So when we are discussing about the circular motion, இதுல வந்து ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு, we call it as a bank road. Okay, நம்ம டெக்ஸ்ட்புக்ல இருக்குது bank road ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு. So till this ஏதாவது doubts இருந்தா you can ask me, then we'll see the bank roads. So நான் வந்து explain பண்ணிடுறேன். So we'll see the equations and we'll do one problem on it. So after that laws of motion complete. Okay, so anyone knows what is bank road concept and what is the purpose of bank road?
Slightly, the edge of the road is slightly raised higher to avoid friction.
Super. It is not to avoid friction, it is to avoid the accidents. Okay, அது என்ன ஆகுனா, so நீங்க வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா hill stations எல்லாம் வந்து so அந்த edge roads வந்து கொஞ்சம் slight tilt ஆயிருக்கும். So அந்த edge roads வந்து slight tilt ஆயிருக்கும். Tilt ஆகுறது என்னன்னா, when you are moving faster, when you are taking the turns, okay, அந்த momentல it may get accidents. That vehicle may get accidents. So to avoid that accidents, we are using slightly tilted. And on the safest velocity என்னது, அந்த angle theta என்னது, we are going to find those relations. And remember, நம்ம வந்து frictions avoid பண்ணல இங்க. We are going to consider the frictions also, and we are going to consider the angle thetas also. Okay வா? சரி, one by one பார்க்கலாம். So அதுல நம்ம வந்து assume, நான் வந்து என்ன பண்றேன்னா, normal actually flat surfaceல நான் வந்து vehicle pass ஆயிட்டு. Assume there is a vehicle, it was trying to travel in a flat surface. So straight away, so எனக்கு through வருது. So when you are seeing, so this object, it has its own vehicle tires இருக்கு. அந்த vehicle tires the frictions act. There will be having some frictions on the vehicle tires. And in the object ன்னு சொல்லும்போது there will be having some gravitation. Okay, gravitation இருக்கும். In the gravitation is nothing but weight mg, and perpendicular to it, that is opposite to it, there will be having some normal reaction. Okay, weight இருக்கும், normal reaction இருக்கும், friction இருக்கும். Because of that, இந்த object வந்து move ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Okay, so இங்க நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது suppose the same thing when the object was tilted. Okay, ஒரு particular angle ல வந்து நான் tilt பண்ணிருக்கேன். Okay, slight slope மாதிரி நான் tilt பண்ணிருக்கேன் like this. So vehicle வந்து it was moving like this on the road. Okay, ஒரு inclined positionல இந்த object வந்து move ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So remember, இங்க வந்து force act ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு as well as a friction act ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Whatever it was doing, so இது என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்குன்னா, it was creating its own centripetal force. Okay, its own centripetal force. Centripetal force based பண்ணி தான் it was taking the curves. Okay, so that means we have to consider the radius. Centripetal force formula என்னது, F is equal to m v square by r. F is equal to m v square by r. Now, so இதுல relations பார்க்கும்போது, so when we are discussing about when the object was moving towards me in the direction of move ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, when it was moving in this direction, so அங்கே there will be having some friction. This friction will be on the road itself. They'll be having some friction. Friction will be on the road. Now, as usual, gravitation. And always remember, we are discussing with respect to angle theta. Or a raised platform base for that number discuss it. Now, so in on the gravitation, this gravitation is downward direction as usual, which is mg, and in the angle theta, which is mg cos theta. So as usual, we will inclined plane can discuss same concept. And idhukku opposite they'll be having some normal reaction n, and opposite to this again they'll be having some normal reaction making angle theta, which is n cos theta. So normal reaction angle theta, gravitation angle theta. If you see the so here friction and downward direction. Again the friction depends upon the radius. Again inge vandu or angle theta pannittu irukadala. So I'm just drawing here. So friction vandu idu. But if you see that from the ground it was making angle theta. Okay, it is your angle theta with which this object was moving. Okay, other center base panida it was trying to move. So again idenagu f cos theta varum, and perpendicular to it is f sin theta. Okay, friction varudhu, normal reaction varudhu, gravitation varudhu. There are three terms. When we are discussing about this circular motion or banked roads, okay, so idhula vandu moonu point irukku. Moonu point namakku vandu depend aayirukku. First point enna, so the weight. First point was the weight dependencies. First point on the weight depend on. Second point on the normal reaction depend on. Third point on the we'll discuss about the friction. Third point is your friction. Okay, so first point on the weight, second point is normal reaction, third point is your friction. Okay, in the moon concept based panida in the object on the depend air. So I'm just giving the direct relation here. Okay, in the relation la namu paakumbodhu, so okay, I'm just giving the direct relation. So we are going to find the velocity with which the object was moving. The velocity is V is equal to, remember now the friction angle consider panida in the equation I kudukren. So V or V square is equal to Rg. R is nothing but your radius with which it was moving, and இது mu plus tan theta by 1 plus mu tan theta. Okay, remember this relation. So எனக்கு வந்து concept same concept the problems வருது, and velocity relation வந்து நமக்கு important. Okay, so this velocity with which the object was moving, okay, in a circular path. Clear? Right. So remember this relation, assume it is your first equation. Now the friction angle theta consider pandren. Suppose if, or a special case. So there is a special case. If mu is equal to 0, that is, if there is no friction at all. If there is no friction at all, friction is kariyad. So then what will happen to the velocity? So friction mu plus 0 panna. So v square is equal to u0 inge 0. It is Rg into tan theta. V square is equal to Rg into tan theta. Or tan theta is equal to V square by Rg. Tan theta is equal to V square by Rg. So you can able to find the velocity, or you can able to find the angle theta. Okay. So these are your two relations. So with respect to friction and without friction for the banked road. Okay, just take these two formulas. So one with friction, this is without friction. So and remember one more thing, inge on the angle theta illame in the object move agala. So it was with respect to angle. Suppose angle theta illa, theta is equal to 0 degrees, na, you can say. Okay, here theta is equal to 0 degrees, na, just substitute and you can able to find the relation. So that the 0 or infinity or depends upon the question which you are taking. Okay, so in the relation memorize panikonga, this relation is important. Okay, and whatever the velocity which we are getting, remember whatever the velocity which we are getting. Okay, and this velocity will be the maximum. Okay, this velocity will be the maximum. Okay, so just take the question. The question take the question. Okay, a bend in a level road. Just take the question. A bend in a level road. There in the formulas based on the questions. A bend in a level road has a radius of 100 meters. A bend in a level road has a radius of 100 meters. Has a radius of 100 meters. Find the maximum speed. Find the maximum speed. Maximum speed which a car turning. Find the maximum speed which a car turning this bend. Which a car turning this bend may have without skidding. may have without skidding, comma, if the coefficient of friction between the tires on the road is 0.8. The coefficient of friction between the tires on the road is 0.8. A bend in a level road, I'll repeat the question. A bend in a level road has a radius of 100 meters. Has a radius of 100 meters. Find the maximum speed. We need to find the velocity here. Okay, find the maximum speed which a car turning this bend may have without skidding if the coefficient of friction between the tires on the road is 0.8. Okay, so here remember they have given the radius, they have given the friction mu. This is your friction mu. This is your radius, and we need to find the velocity v. We need to find the velocity v. It is on the level road. Sir, voice is not clear. Okay, ma. Can you repeat the question again? Nitashri?
Sir.
Okay, ma. நான் திரும்பி ஒரு தடவை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன் क्वेश्चन நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Question வந்து a bend in a level road. There is a bend in a level road na straight ah irukka road. Angles எதுமே கிடையாது. Bend in a level road. Okay. So radius கொடுத்திருக்காங்க 100 meters. The radius is 100 meters. We need to find the maximum velocity. Velocity find out பண்ணனும். Okay. And அங்க வந்து skid ஆகவே மூவ் ஆகணும். Remember அங்க skid ஆகவே மூவ் ஆகணும். So they have given the friction. Nu is equal to 0.8. Okay. And so அங்கே coefficient of friction கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, radius கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, velocity find out பண்ணனும், angle theta இல்ல. So because it is a level road. So when we are discussing about the level road, the formula is V max is equal to, so it is your maximum velocity with which it is moving. V max is equal to square root of mu rg. V max is equal to square root of mu rg when there is no angle theta. When there is no angle theta. Okay, so first find the relation. Okay, mu theorem, R theorem, G, and remember G as 9.8. Just take G as 9.8 meter per second square. Just give me the answer. So find the V max from it.
Sir, is it 28?
Yes, ma, correct. 28. 28 meter per second.
Sir, 28 meter per second.
Yes, ma, correct. 28 meter per second. Okay, just take the next question. Another question note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Same formulas தான். Formulas எதுவுமே change ஆகாது. Question மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க அவ்வளவுதான். Just take the next question. Next question. Calculate the angle. Calculate the angle through which. Calculate the angle. Now slower சொல்றேன். Calculate the angle through which a cyclist bends from the vertical. A cyclist bends from the vertical. Calculate the angle through which a cyclist bends the vertical. Bends the vertical when he crosses a circular path. When he crosses a circular path. When he crosses a circular path of 34.3 meters. Circular path of 34.3 meters. 34.3 meters in circumference. In route 22. In circumference in route 22. In route 22. Okay, route 22 seconds. Take G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, I'll repeat the question. Calculate the angle through which. Calculate the angle through which a cyclist bends from a vertical when he crosses a circular path of 34.3 meters. Circular path of 34.3 meters. In a circumference in route 22 seconds. In circumference in route 22 seconds. Route 22 seconds. Okay, 22 seconds. Take G as 9.8 meter per second square. Take G as 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so we need to find tan theta. So theta find out pannom. So the relation is tan theta is equal to v square by rg. Tan theta is equal to v square by rg. V square by rg. Now in the relation we don't know the velocity. They haven't given you any velocity and they have given you any radius also. Either radius kadiyadu, it is your length. Okay, so inge we need to find the radius and velocity first of all. We need to find the radius and velocity first. Radius and velocity. So எனக்கு வந்து radius and velocity வேணும்னா, so here it was taking in a circular path. Okay, circular path na, so circumference of a circle formula என்னது? Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Good ma. So r is equal to circumference by 2 pi. R is equal to circumference by 2 pi. Okay, so they have given the circumference. Circumference is 34.3 meters by 2 pi. So you'll get the radius. And inge pi value and you can take 22 by 7. Pi value 22 by 7. It is in radians. 22 by 7. Now velocity. Enakku velocity venum. So they have given the path. So path is nothing but your circumference. Total length. Okay, length ku radius ku or formula irukku. So here now starting la sollirken parallax method. So theta is nothing but your arc displacement. So here theta is equal to arc length by arc radius nu sollirken. So theta is equal to arc length by arc radius. So here it's the same relation. So from this relation, okay, so velocity is equal to length, the circumference, length by the time taken. Remember the relation. So velocity is equal to length by time taken, but in the length of the circumference of a circle. Okay, so it is 34.3 by root 22. Again, find the velocity. Okay, now velocity theorem, r theorem, g theorem. Find angle theta. Okay, angle theta try pannuங்க. And no need to use calculators. அதுல வந்து almost சில terms வந்து cancel ஆயிடும் நீங்க multiply பண்ணாலும். Okay, கொஞ்சம் பார்த்துட்டு நீங்க சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. R is 5.456. R is, they haven't given you the answer. Okay, fine. So final answer tan theta should be 1. நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லிட்டேன் நீங்க வந்து கால்குலேட் பண்ண வேண்டாம் ஏன்னா வந்து similar terms தான் இருக்கு. It will get cancelled out. Okay, so try to find the final relation. Tan theta மட்டும் find out பண்ணுங்க. Find tan theta.
So
Yes, ma'am.
theta equal to 45 degrees.
Yes, ma, correct.
Theta equal to 45 degrees.
Yes, ma, correct. Theta is equal to 45 degrees. Tan theta should be 1. So theta is equal to 45 degrees. Theta is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, so try பண்ணுங்க. Okay, no need to get the R values or V values because இங்க வந்து similar terms இருக்கும்போது sometimes when you are taking the values அதுல almost cancel ஆயிடும் நமக்கு. Okay, time அப்படியே சேவ் பண்ணலாம் நம்ம. So சின்ன சின்ன relations no need to calculate. So அதுக்கு calculationக்கு கொஞ்சம் time ஆகலாம் நமக்கு. Okay, so R V தெரியும் formula substitute பண்ணுங்க. Tan theta should be 1, then theta is equal to 45 degrees. Okay. Clear? Okay, we'll do one more problem, then we'll see the work on magic concept. Okay, original problem. Okay, take the question. Got it, sir. Okay. Take the question. Similar type. A cyclist speeding at a cyclist speeding at 18 km per hour. A cyclist speeding at 18 km per hour. Remember 18 km per hour கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. On a level road. Takes a sharp circular turn. Of radius 3 meters.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am. Can I repeat the question again?
18, sir.
18 km per hour. I'll repeat the question. A cyclist is speeding at 18 km per hour, 18, on a level road, takes a sharp circular turn of radius 3 meters. Without reducing the speed. And without bending towards the center of the circular path. Without reducing the speed and without bending towards the center of the circular path. Okay, full stop. Circle path, full stop. The coefficient of static friction, nu is equal to 0.1. The coefficient of static friction, nu is equal to 0.1. Full stop. Will the cyclist slip while taking the turn? Okay, I'll repeat the question. A cyclist speeding at 18 km per hour on a level road. Remember, it is on a level road. Okay, road takes a sharp circular turn of radius 3 meters. Without reducing the speed. Speed reduce panama, he was taking the turns. Okay, and the radius on the 3 meters, so he was taking the turns. Now, so the coefficient of friction, this static layer, so the coefficient of friction mu is equal to 0.1. And so will the cyclist sleep while taking the turn? So when he was moving, so ange vandu turn edukumbodhu, so will he sleep or not? That is your question. So the sleep agrana illiya, to find out that, so we have to find the velocity. ஏன்னா நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஸோ நான் வந்து மேக்ஸிமம் வெலாசிட்டின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு ஃபார்முலா கொடுத்துருக்கேன் ஃபார் த லெவல் ரோட் வித்தவுட் எனி ஆங்கிள். ஓகே, அந்த ஃபார்முலா என்னன்னா Vmax is equal to square root of mu r g. So mu தெரியும், r தெரியும், g தெரியும். G வந்து just take 9.8. G is equal to 9.8. Okay, G is equal to 9.8. Now find the Vmax. So எனக்கு Vmax வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா I'm just comparing this Vmax with this speed. Okay, so அதுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் சொல்றேன் will he sleep or not. So find the Vmax first and remember convert into meter per second. Meter per second la convert பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
Sir, 1.71.
Yes, ma'am. 1.71 meter per second. So Vmax on the 1.71 meter per second. So what is the kilometer per hour converted to meter per second? 5/18 into 18. So it is 5 meter per second. Correct? So check பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So actually அவங்க speed கொடுத்தது வந்து 5 meter per second with which the object was moving. Our cyclist was moving. But maximum speed 1.71. Okay, maximum speed விட அவன் போற speed greater ஆயிருக்கிறதுனால what will happen? He will slip. Okay, so maximum speed விட இவன் போற speed வந்து greater ஆயிருக்கிறதுனால the cyclist will slip. Okay, the cyclist will slip. So you can mention like that. Okay, this is maximum speed, இது அவன் போற speed. Clear? So problems வந்து remember அந்த formulas base பண்ணி தான் வரும், but நீங்க வந்து concepts வந்து புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு you just solve it. Okay, easier தான் இருக்கும். Okay, so next one. So any doubts so far in laws of motion? Laws of motion வந்து formulas தான், சின்ன formulas இருக்கு நிறைய. So just practice பண்ணுங்க. Okay, நான் வந்து worksheets கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன், அதுக்கு answers நான் share பண்றேன், just practice it. Okay, next one. Next chapter we'll start the next topic. Work, power and energy. Work, power and energy. Work, power and energy. So remember நம்ம வந்து ஸ்லோவா தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கேன், இந்த ஃபார்முலாஸ் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் எல்லா டாபிக்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஓகே, if you have any doubts, so அந்த டாக்குமெண்ட் வந்து நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன் உங்களுக்கு, அந்த क्वेश्चंस வந்து நான் டவுட் ஷேர் பண்றேன், கொஞ்சம் நீங்க வந்து கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணி படிச்சா கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கும். Okay, so next topic, work, power and energy. Work, power and energy. Okay, anyone, how many types of works are there? And how many types of energies? How many types of works are there?
Positive work, negative work.
Zero work. Correct. So positive work, negative work, zero work. There are three types of works are there. Energies are the potential energy, kinetic energy, and total energy. Okay, and power unit, power formula is nothing but work by time. Power formula is nothing but work by time. So simple number formulas based பண்ணி போலாம். ரொம்ப சின்ன டாபிக் தான் இது. Just concentrate. So work relation வந்து when we are discussing about a mass, so now in the object மேல when I'm applying some force, so force கொடுக்கிற direction தான் it was going displacement, it was having displacement. Force கொடுக்கிற direction தான் displacement இருக்கு. Okay, ரெண்டு same angle, theta is equal to 0 degrees. Same thing, object வந்து already இந்த side displacement இருக்கு, objectோட displacement வந்து right side இருக்கு, நான் force வந்து oppose பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், so theta வந்து 180 degrees. So இங்கே third one, நான் force வந்து upward direction கொடுக்கிறேன், force upward direction இருந்தா, so there is no displacement. Upward direction எனக்கு வேண்டாம், so object should be moving in left or right direction, so there is no angle theta is equal to, okay, so 90 degrees, theta is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, now relation பார்க்கலாம். W is equal to F is cos theta. So this is your work relation. Work is equal to force into displacement, and when we are discussing about the angles, it is cos theta. Now, if theta is equal to 0 degrees, it is positive work. So W is equal to Fs. If theta is equal to 180 degrees, it is negative work. W is equal to minus Fs. Okay, cos 180 is minus 1. If theta is equal to 90 degrees, W is equal to 0. Positive work, negative work, and zero work. Positive work, negative work, and zero work. Okay, this is your work relations. Now, so when you are discussing about the work relation, so எனக்கு work-க்கு kinetic energy-க்கு ஒரு relation இருக்கு. Okay, but அதுக்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி, can anyone tell me what is the unit for work? What is the unit for
Joule.
work? Joule. Okay.
Joule.
What is the CGS unit for work? That is under SI CGS. நம்ம ஸ்டார்டிங் யூனிட்ஸ் அண்ட் மெஷர்மென்ட்ல நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன், டூ டைப்ஸ் இருக்கு, நம்ம யூனிட் கன்வர்ஷன்ஸ் வேற பண்ணிருக்கோம். ஜூல்ஸ் டு, there is one more thing,
Gram centimeter square.
There is a name when we are discussing about the SI CGS. There is a small name, joule for MKS SI, erg ERG. Erg is for SI CGS. 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. இதுதான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம். Okay, 1 joule equal to 10 power 7 erg. Okay, so memorize it. Already நம்ம யூனிட்ஸ் அண்ட் மெஷர்மென்ட்ல டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம். Now, so இதுல when we are discussing about the works, இதுல வந்து two types of works இருக்கு, two types of forces இருக்கு. Okay, work is equal to force into displacement. Remember, work is equal to force into displacement. Constant force இருக்கு, that means நான் வந்து force கொடுக்கிறேன், இந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து டிஸ்பிளேஸ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, கான்ஸ்டன்ட். So here it is your constant force. Remember, it is your constant force. This relation is your constant force. Second one என்னன்னா, assume ஒரு zigzag mannerல ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு, that means surface வந்து zigzag இருக்கு. So நான் force கொடுக்கிறது என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, it will try to displace, change ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு. இது time period and இது நான் வந்து அப்ளை பண்ற force. With respect to time period என்ன ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, it will try to vary. அது ஸ்லோ ஆகலாம், இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகலாம், ஃபாஸ்டா இருக்கலாம், எப்படி வேணாலும் இருக்கலாம். So the displacement will be there, the force will be varying with respect to time period. Force was varying with respect to time period. So the relation is, this is change. Here it was changing with respect to force here. Okay, it was changing. So there will be having some initial point, final point, initial point, final point. So with respect to initial and final condition, the force will change, the work function change. When there is a changes, small changes, dW is equal to F into ds. Remember, small changes, dW is equal to F into ds. Okay, அது variable force, இது constant force, இது variable force. So இங்க relation I am integrating on both sides, F into ds, and the ds மட்டும் தான் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. எப்படி சேஞ்ச் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, initial condition to final condition. Excessive displacement. I'm just taking it as excessive displacement. X initial to the X final under integration. It is your variable force. It is your constant force. There are two relations. Clear? Okay. யார் அது கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்றீங்களா செல்வகுமார் வி மியூட் பண்ணலாம். Okay, next one. There is a relation between work and kinetic energy. If anyone knows, they can tell me that. Work and kinetic energy. We call this work energy theorem. Work and kinetic energy. W is equal to. There is a small relation. Work with the kinetic energy.
W equal to del KE.
Yes, ma'am. Del KE. What is del KE?
Change in kinetic energy.
Change in kinetic energy. Yes. So work is nothing but your change in kinetic energy. And the change வரும்போது remember the relations எப்படி இருக்குன்னா kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. So this is your work function. In the work function எப்போ வரும்னா when we are discussing about the velocity. So W is nothing but your change in kinetic energy. We call it as work energy theorem. Okay, so number derivations எதுவுமே வேண்டாம். So just remember the relation. So work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay, final minus initial kinetic energy. Now, so here if we see about the movement, when there is a movement, when we are discussing about the velocity, இங்க வந்து movement based on discuss பண்ணும்போது there are two terms are there. ரெண்டு terms இருக்கு. ஒன்னு momentum இருக்கு. Voice is continuously breaking. Okay. Anyone having issues with the voice?
No, sir.
Okay, clear ஆ இருக்கு. Sometimes கொஞ்சம் signal issues இருக்குமா கொஞ்சம் அதனால அப்படி இருக்கலாம். கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க, it will be clear. Okay, we'll continue. So இதுல when we are discussing about the changes, kinetic energy relation. Kinetic energy was half mv square. And momentum P is equal to m into v. Okay, so when we are discussing about the motion, okay, velocity பத்தி discuss பண்ணா these two relations will be considered here. Okay, now relation between kinetic energy and momentum. There is a small relation between kinetic energy and momentum. Kinetic energy I'll take it as K. K is equal to P square by 2m. K is equal to P square by 2m. Or P is equal to square root of 2m into K. So P is momentum, K is kinetic energy. Relation between momentum and kinetic energy. Remove this one, relation between momentum and kinetic energy. Okay, right. So here, when we are discussing about these relations, there is a concept called law of conservation. Law of conservation in so conservation we already know. So energy is neither created nor destroyed, but it will transfer from one point to other point also. There are different types of conservations. Similar type, when we are discussing about this energy, so actually law of conservation on the four types. But when we are discussing about the energy, but chinna example. Okay, so assume there is an object. So which has some mass. Remember now object and sonnale, when we are discussing about the objects, it has its own mass. Okay, so koncham memorize panikonga. So assume this object, it has its own mass. Okay, so mass na enna pandren or particular height and the object drop pandren. Or particular height and in the object na வந்து drop pandren. Height and the drop pandren. The height is h. So here whatever we are discussing here, it is related to your law of conservations. Energies வந்து எப்படி change ஆகும் step by step and we are going to discuss now. So in the object at a particular height and சொல்லும்போது, okay, so when I am dropping it, okay, what will happen? There will be having some gravitation which is plus because it was moving towards a gravitation. Now, so இங்க நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா, I'll try to convert these section wise நான் split பண்றேன் into sections. Starting point நான் A ன்னு சொல்றேன், ending point நான் C ன்னு சொல்றேன். Starting point as A, ending point as C. Okay, starting point partner first one at A point. So what is potential energy? At A point, what is potential energy? Potential energy on it was at a particular height h. The relation is mgh. Okay, so kinetic energy anagu because this object was at rest condition, so kinetic energy is 0. Okay, and the total energy is nothing but your combination of potential energy plus kinetic energy, which is equal to 0. Okay, so potential energy is mgh, kinetic energy is 0, total energy is potential plus kinetic, sorry, it is mgh now. 0 plus mgh is mgh. Now C point, at C point, the height h is equal to 0. At C point, the height h is equal to 0 because it was already reaching the ground with the final velocity v. So potential energy is 0h. And kinetic energy is half m v square. Kinetic energy is half m v square. But v square, na enna pandren, idoda relation la convert pandren. So because when we are discussing about the v square, okay, it was already traveling with respect to the height. So from the third equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2gh. But in the displace in the particular height only, it move. The particular height is move. So h is nothing but your displacement here. Okay, when we are discussing about the potential energy, height h 0. When we are discussing about the velocity, the object already move, so it is your displacement. So u potential energy, that is your initial condition, initial velocity u is equal to 0. Okay, so v square is equal to 2gh. So now what I'll do, I'll substitute here. So half m into 2gh. 2 cancel agum, mgh is your kinetic energy. Now, our total energy now 0 plus mgh is mgh. And remember, na edhukku indha relation koduthirukkena. So when the object was moving at a particular height, one point and another point travel agumbodhu, the energy is always constant. நீ எந்த பாயிண்ட்ல வேணாலும் எடுத்துக்கலாம், ஸ்டார்டிங் பாயிண்ட்ல எடுக்கலாம், எண்டிங் பாயிண்ட்ல எடுக்கலாம், even in between. Okay, when you are taking the relation, the energy, which is your total energy, will be constant. So here the starting point is total energy is mgh, ending the total energy is mgh. Always the energy will be constant. This is your law of conservation. இதுதான் நீங்க வந்து 10th classல படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. Law of conservation, energy will be always constant without any changes, which is starting from one point to other point. Okay, so in the relations ella vena just remember this one. Okay, so now same thing when we are discussing about that kinetic energy la velocity consider பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம வந்து step by step நம்ம change பண்றோம். Okay, now so next concept was your spring constant. Okay, so here we'll discuss with respect to your potential energy. Other concept will take now. Assume there is a spring. Or a spring here. There is a spring. Okay, so this spring initially, okay, the displacement is x. So without any forces here. Okay, now na enna pandrena, I'll try to apply some force. Now on pull பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன் force. So object வந்து அந்த spring வந்து நான் pull பண்றேன். So அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், இதோட displacement வந்து change ஆகும் as x dash. Okay, so நான் திரும்பி ரிலீஸ் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும், it will try to regain its original position. Again நான் இப்போ என்ன பண்றேன்னா force push பண்றேன். நான் push பண்ணும்போது, so that force is pushed, so our displacement என்ன ஆகும், I'll take it as x double dash. So expand பண்ணாலும் the displacement changes, compress பண்ணாலும் the displacement changes. Again everything depends upon the force. Now on the force release பண்ணிட்டேன்னா again it will regain its original position. So spring constant, so F is proportional to x. Remember, force வந்து displacement மேல தான் directly proportional. So displacement எப்படி change ஆயிட்டு இருக்குன்னா because of the force, and because of the spring இது continuously change ஆயிட்டு இருக்குன்னா there is a proportional constant kx. This x, in this case we call it a spring constant. Or we can say sometimes force constant. Remember, force constant is nothing but f by x. And இங்கே மைனஸ் வருது. எதுக்கு மைனஸ் வருதுன்னா, நான் வந்து ஃபோர்ஸ் ஒரு டைரக்ஷன் கொடுக்குறேன், இது ரீகெயின் ஆகுறது ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன் இருக்கு. ஃபோர்ஸ் நான் ஒரு டைரக்ஷன் கொடுக்குறேன், ரீகெயின் ஆகுறது ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன் இருக்கிறதுனால f is equal to minus kx. Okay, so this is your spring constant force equation. Okay, and whatever we are discussing here, இது வந்து நான் பொசிஷன் பேஸ் பண்ணி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றதுனால இங்க வந்து kinetic energy பத்தி நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றேன். We'll discuss about the potential energy cases. Okay, we'll discuss about the potential energy case. Okay, right? Now, so we'll see the power. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து சின்ன சின்ன கான்செப்ட்ஸ். இது வந்து நம்மளுக்கு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கிடையாது. லாஸ்ட்ல ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கு called collisions. Collisions-ல வந்து velocity நம்ம ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்றோம். அது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அதுல we'll do some problems. இதெல்லாம் சின்ன ரிலேஷன்ஸ். Now next one, power. So when we are discussing about the power, so power la vandu there is a small relation. Power is equal to work by time. Power is equal to work per time. So நீங்க வந்து there are different type of powers are there. So electric power இருக்கு, mechanical power இருக்கு. So நான் வந்து electrical power பத்தி நான் பேசல. Electrical power formula வந்து P is equal to voltage into current. P is equal to voltage into current. But நான் discuss பண்றது வந்து mechanical power. இது electrical power. இது நம்ம current electricity பார்த்துக்கலாம். Mechanical power is equal to work per time. So இதே relation I can convert into force into velocity. Okay, work is nothing but force into displacement. Okay, and by time. So displacement by time is velocity. So power is equal to work by time, force into displacement time, or force into velocity. இதோட unit வந்து, so இதோட unit வந்து joule per second. இதோட unit வந்து joule per second or watt. Or watt. Okay, you can mention joule per second or watt or Newton meter per second. Everything is same. Okay, so these are your units for power. These are your units for power, right? So the relation based bunny, we'll try to do the collision part. So power on the same concept. So in the power unrelated, we can relate with respect to your momentum also some cases. Okay, again, our kinetic energy relate bunny. Okay, depends upon the questions, it will change. Now, next one, collisions. Next heading, collisions. Collisions. Collisions, there are two things are there: single dimensional collision, and that is one dimensional collision, two dimensional collision. Okay, one dimensional collision and two dimensional collision. Okay, so in the relations வந்து ரொம்ப important. Okay, so நான் வந்து என்ன கான்செப்ட் நான் சொல்லிடுறேன், அதை derive பண்ணா will get the final equation. அந்த final equation நம்ம memorize பண்ண போறோம். Okay, so one dimensional collision. One dimensional, again நான் வந்து என்னென்ன டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றேன்னா, it was related to your law of conservation. Energy வந்து கன்சர்வ் ஆயிட்டு ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட். One dimensional collision. So what I'll do, I'm taking two masses. இது mass m1 and இது mass m2. இது mass m1, இது mass m2. So and remember, whatever we are discussing here, it is an elastic collision. Remember it as an elastic collision. Okay, so elastic collision based பண்ணி தான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். Now, so in the condition, what we'll do, these two masses are traveling with some velocities, either u1 and either u2. So mass m1, it was moving with velocity, initial velocity u1, either initial velocity u2. Now, இது ரெண்டு travel ஆயிருக்கு. When these two are traveling at one particular point, இந்த ரெண்டு collide ஆகும். These two points or these two masses will try to collide. இது mass m1 ஆகும், இது mass m2. இந்த momentல என்ன ஆகும்னா, the energy will conserve here. Energy வந்து conserve ஆனா it will interchange. So ஒரு mass வந்து இன்னொரு massக்கு interchange ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் after collision, இந்த masses வந்து it will try to separate and it will try to travel in a straight line. Remember, எல்லாமே வந்து நம்ம straight line relation base பண்ணி தான் discuss பண்றோம். One dimensional collision தான் one axis. Okay, ஒரே axis தான் it will try to travel. Okay, so when the energy was conserved, final velocities இருக்கும் v1 and v2. Okay, initially வந்து u1 u2 இருக்கு, final velocity v1 and v2 இருக்கு. Now we are going to find the final velocities here. இதுல வந்து நான் general cases எதுவுமே எடுக்கல. இதுல வந்து mass greater இருக்கா இல்ல velocity 0 இருக்கா அதெல்லாம் எதுவுமே இல்ல. General equation மட்டும் எடுக்கும். அங்க என்ன special cases இருக்கு, we'll consider the special cases. Okay, right? So here in this relation, in this condition, இதுல வந்து ரெண்டு type of equations இருக்கு. ஏன்னா வந்து இங்க எனர்ஜி வந்து கன்சர்வ் ஆயிருக்கு ஒரு பாயிண்ட் வந்து இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட். எனர்ஜி வந்து கன்சர்வ் ஆயிருக்கு ஒன் பாயிண்ட் அதர் பாயிண்ட். இதுல வந்து பொட்டன்ஷியல் எனர்ஜி இருக்கு அண்ட் கைனடிக் எனர்ஜி இருக்கு. Sorry, potential energy இல்ல, momentum இருக்கு, kinetic energy இருக்கு, because there is a velocity here. So momentum சொல்லும்போது for the mass m1, it was having its own velocity u1. So combination தானே m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. This is the first equation. Okay, and same thing when we are discussing about the kinetic energy, half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. This is the second equation. Okay, this is the first equation, this is the second equation. From these relations, we are going to find the velocity v1 and we are going to find the velocity v2. And remember, now the mass is 0, initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 0. It is under elastic collision. The velocities are final velocities not final velocities. Once we got the relations, that's the conditions. Final velocities v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 into u1 by m1 plus m2. m1 minus m2 into u1 by m1 plus m2 plus 2m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. This is your velocity relation. Okay, this is your velocity v1. இதுக்கு interchange தான் v2 வரும். இதுக்கு interchange தான் v2 வரும். Sorry, v2 பார்க்கலாம். v2 relation. So v2 is equal to 2 m1 u1 by m1 plus m2 plus m2 minus m1 into u2 by m1 plus m2. So this is your velocity v2, this is your velocity v1. Just take the relation. These are your final velocities for elastic collision, one dimensional. Elastic collision, one dimensional. Okay. Right. Here are special cases பார்க்கலாம். So just two conditions நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு then we'll do a problem on this one. Okay. Special case. First case. Just in the formula note பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. First case. If all the masses are same, that is m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m. That is m1 m2 ரெண்டு same ஆயிருக்கு. m1 m2 ரெண்டு same ஆயிருக்கு. Then what is your final velocity? v1 என்னாகும் and v2 என்னாகும். Okay, so we need to find the final velocities v1 and v2. Right. So இங்கே நான் வந்து just அதல substitute பண்ணும்போது so v1 என்ன ஆகும்னா it is nothing but u2. v1 is nothing but u2 and v2 is nothing but u1. So இங்கே வந்து energies வந்து interchange ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Okay, so v1 வந்து u2 interchange ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, v2 வந்து u1 interchange ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Okay, so this is your velocity v1 and v2 when all the masses are same here. Okay, second special case. Okay, if mass m2's object is at rest condition, mass m2 object rest condition இருக்கும்போது initial velocity என்னாகும் u2 0 இருக்கு. Okay, so mass m2 வந்து rest condition இருக்கு, velocity u2 வந்து 0 இருக்கு. Velocity u2 0 இருக்கு. இங்க mass same ன்னு சொல்லல. We need to find the final velocities v1 and v2. Okay, so v1 என்னாகும்? So u2 0 அவ்வளவுதான். So it is m1 minus m2 into u1 by m1 plus m2. This is your velocity. And v2 என்னாகும்? It is 2 m1 u1 by m1 plus m2. This is your final velocity. Okay, under this condition, so second special case lay, what you'll do, sir, voice is breaking, sir. Harni, I'll go slowly only. Koncham wait pannunga, voice clear aadum. Okay, so in the second case lay, there are some sub cases. In the first case, if masses are same, that is m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m. If the masses are same, m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m, then the final velocity v1 is equal to 0 and v2 is equal to 0 and v2 is equal to u1. So u2 0 irukku, mass same ஆயிருந்தா this is your condition. u2 0 irukku, mass same ஆயிருந்தா this is your condition. Okay, idhula special case. Idhula second one. The first sub relation. Idhula second one. If m2 is much less than m1, m2 வந்து m1 விட much lesser ஆயிருக்கு. அப்போ m2 வந்து we have to neglect. Remember m1 mass வந்து ரொம்ப greater இருக்கு compared to m1. Okay, m1 is much greater compared to m2. m1 was much greater compared to m2. We can neglect m2. Neglecting m2 from the relation. So அப்போ வந்து velocities என்ன வரும்னா v1 is equal to minus, sorry, v1 is equal to u1 and v2 is equal to 2u1. v1 is equal to u1 and v2 is equal to 2u1. Okay, நான் m2 வந்து remove பண்றேன். ரெண்டு கேசஸ்ல m2 remove பண்ணிட்டேன். m2 remove பண்ணா this is your relation when m2 is much less than m1. The second condition, sub condition. Third one, if if m2 is greater than m1, m2 is much greater than m1. If m2 is much greater than m1, okay, m2 mass வந்து it was much greater. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, m1 இருக்கு, m2 இருக்கு. m2 வந்து பெருசா இருந்தா what will happen? m1 hit ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் it will try to bounce backward direction. So v1 is u1, v1 வந்து என்ன ஆகும்? It is minus u1. ஏன்னா it will try to bounce backward direction. Opposite direction மூவ் ஆகுறதுனால it is minus u1. ஆனா v2 is equal to 0. ஏன்னா வந்து mass m2 பெருசா இருக்குன்னா it will be at rest condition. Okay, these are your conditions for elastic collisions. For elastic collisions. Okay. Next one. Okay, on this one we'll do a problem. A chinna problem, then we'll move further. Okay, just take the question. Chinna problem on this. Okay, is it done? Can I erase it?
Sir.
Okay, take the question. A body of mass small m. A body of mass small m. Body of mass small m. Small m. Collides elastically. A body of mass small m collides elastically with a stationary body of mass capital M. Body of small m collides elastically with the mass of capital M. With the mass of capital M. After collision, small m has a speed of, after collision, small m has a speed of 1/3 of its initial speed. 1/3 of its initial speed. 1/3 of its initial speed. So that means after collision ku apparama idara velocity enagum v1 agum. Remember, collision ku apparama idara velocity and v1 agum. So idara velocity enna irukku 1/3 of its initial velocity. So 1/3 of its initial velocity u1. Okay, calculate the ratio. Small m ku capital M ku we need to find the ratios here. This is your question. I'll repeat the question. A body of mass small m collides elastically with a stationary body of mass capital M. After collision, m has a speed equal to 1/3 of its initial speed. Calculate the ratio small m by capital M. Okay. Now remember, this is a condition. So when the object was at rest condition, m2 வந்து stationary இருக்கு, that means u2 is equal to 0. Condition பாருங்க, small m வந்து movement இருக்கு, இது movement இருக்கு, u1 இருக்கு, இது small m, இது capital M. இங்க வந்து ரெண்டு சேம் ன்னு சொல்லல. ரிமெம்பர், இது ரெண்டு சேம் ன்னு சொல்லல. இது m1 m2 ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு and u2 வந்து 0 இருக்கு. So we have seen the second case. Second case relation என்னது? Second case v1 is equal to the relation is m1 minus m2 into u1 by m1 plus m2. This is your velocity v1. Okay, in the velocity la rendu different masses தான். Okay, இது m1 is nothing but small m and m2 is nothing but your capital M. Okay, and u1 தெரியும், v1 தெரியும். So find the relation. We need to find the small m by capital M. So ratio find it. v1 is nothing but 1/3 u1. So அங்க u1 cancel ஆயிடும், masses ரெண்டு வந்து separate பண்ணிட்டு find the ratios. Try பண்ணுங்க. And in the ratio small m by capital M. Just make it fast now. Two m by m.
The answer is 2, sir.
Yes, ma, 2. the ratio is 2. So small m by capital M is 2. Okay, ஒண்ணும் இல்ல, just multiply பண்ணா போதும். Okay, இது நான் பண்றேன், next sum நீங்க ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. So இங்கே நான் பார்க்கும்போது v1 is nothing but 1 by 3 u1 is equal to small m minus capital M into u1 by capital M, that is small m. Capital M plus small m. So u1 cancel ஆகும். நான் cross multiply பண்றேன். So cross multiply பண்ணா capital M plus small m is equal to 3 small m minus 3 capital M. 3 small m minus 3 capital M. So capital M small m நான் வந்து தனித்தனி split பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா so it is a 4 yes, so it is a 4 capital M is equal to 2 small m. So 4 by 2 is 2 times. So 2 is equal to small m by capital M. This is your relation. Got it, sir? Okay, ma'am. Okay, so next one. Next one. It is your inelastic collision. We call it as inelastic collision. Elastic collision ki inelastic collision is kenna relation na? Elastic collision enna aguna? So it will try to bounce back. Okay. Inelastic collision, it will try to stick and both will travel together. Okay. Rendu relation. Is the problem over? So any doubts on this problem? Chinna relation da idu. I'm just erasing it. Okay. So next one, collisions under inelastic. Perfectly inelastic, one dimensional. Okay, now same conditions, mass m1 irukku, mass m2 irukku. Okay, idhara velocities vandu it is u1, it is u2, both are traveling in the same direction. Ellame nama vandu one dimensional da discuss pandrom, idukku appuram da two dimensional. Now after collision ku appuram enna aguna, both will stick together. Idu bounce back aidchina, that is your elastic. Bounce agame, it will try to stick together and both will travel with the same velocities. Rendu stick anadhukku appuram rendu masses vandu it will try to travel in the same velocities. Ore velocity la travel aayirukku. Okay, ore velocity la travel aayirukku. Okay, now so here idu enna aguna, it will try to stick. Now idula relations paakumbodhu, so first condition enna varumna, so நம்ம வந்து momentum kinetic energy paakumbodhu, so there are relation m1 u1 plus m2 u2, it is your law of conservation. So the initial final வரும்போது என்னன்னா ஒரே ஒரு velocity இருக்கு, but masses are 2. So m1 plus m2 into v. Okay, this is your first equation. அதே kinetic energy வரும்போது, so half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 plus m2 into v square. This is the first equation, the second equation. So whatever we are discussing here, your masses on the rendu stick ஆகி travel ஆகுறதுனால we call it as inelastic collision. Elastic கிடையாது இதுல. So we call it as inelastic collision. And the inelastic lo perfectly inelastic. Then only you try to connect. So perfectly inelastic collision. You can mention earlier elastic, இது perfectly inelastic collision. Okay, now there are cases பார்க்கலாம். இந்த ரெண்டு equations வந்து we are going to find the final velocity. So final velocity ஒரே ஒரு velocity தான் இருக்கும். Okay, ஏன்னா வந்து ரெண்டு stick ஆயிட்டு it will try to travel. Now final velocity v is equal to, final velocity v is equal to, so it is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. This is your final velocity. This is your final velocity. Okay, now idhara energies paakumbodhu, so kinetic energy irukum. Kinetic energy வந்து ரெண்டு conditions நான் split பண்றேன், final kinetic energy and initial kinetic energy. Kinetic energy initial என்ன ஆகும்னா, so இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square. This is your initial kinetic energy. Final kinetic energy என்ன ஆகும்னா masses ரெண்டு ஆட் ஆகும், half m1 plus m2 into v square. Half m1 plus m2 into v square. இது final kinetic energy. Now இதுல losses என்ன ஆகும்னா, இங்க எனர்ஜி வந்து லாஸ்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, ரெண்டு masses இருக்கு, தனித்தனியா டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கு, ரெண்டு ஸ்ட்ரக் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா what will happen, இதுல எனர்ஜி வந்து லாஸ் ஆயிடும். Energy loss ஆயிடும். Energy loss ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா, so we cannot able to consider. So we have to consider the loss of energy. So loss of energy, to find it, so it is nothing but your change in energy, change in kinetic energy. So it is kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial is equal to, I'll give the final relation. The change in kinetic energy is, the ரெண்டு subtract பண்ணா is half, the relation is half m1 m2 into m1 m2 into u1 minus u2 whole square by m1 plus m2. Okay, so kinetic energy on the kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial is equal to half m1 m2 into u1 minus u2 whole square by m1 plus m2. So whatever we have discussed here is the equation. It is velocity and it is a change in kinetic energy. It is initial and it is final. Okay, so இங்க வந்து நம்ம லாஸ் பத்தி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது the change was change in kinetic energy. The difference. Okay. So we'll do one problem on this. We'll do one problem. Then we'll go to the next topic. Okay, take the question. Just take the question. A block of mass 0.50 kgs. 0.50 kgs. A block of mass 0.50 kgs is moving with a speed of 2 meter per second. Is moving with a speed of 2 meter per second. A block of mass 0.50 kgs. I'll repeat the question. A block of mass 0.50 kgs is moving with a speed of 2 meter per second. 50 kgs, 2 meter per second on a smooth surface. On a smooth surface. Full stop. It strikes another mass of 1 kg. It strikes another mass of 1 kg, and then they move together. They move together as a single body. They move together as a single body. What is the energy loss during the collision? What is the energy loss? We need to find the energy loss during the collision.
The question, sir.
I'll repeat the question, ma'am. I'll repeat the question. I don't know who asked. Okay. So question I'll repeat pandren. A block of mass 0.50 kg is moving with a speed of 2 meter per second. So first mass only the first mass. You can consider this as first mass and its velocity. Okay. And it strikes to the other mass of 1 kg. It is mass m2. Okay. Mass m2. They move together as a single body. Single body and the velocity v agum. Okay. So in the velocity, what is the energy loss during the collision? We need to find the energy loss during the collision. Okay. Now, so by the law of conservation நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது இங்க வந்து only one velocity மட்டும் தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So இங்க வந்து mass m2 ஓட velocity எதுமே கொடுக்கல. So we'll consider this as it was a zero condition, assuming it was a rest condition. So m1, okay, u1 is equal to, it is a law of conservation relation, m1 u1 is equal to capital M plus small m into v. Capital M plus small m into v. This is your relation. Now, other initial condition, initial kinetic energy. Initial kinetic energy is equal to half m1 u1 square because u2 is equal to 0. And the final kinetic energy is nothing but it is kinetic energy is equal to half m1 plus m2, correct? m1 plus m2 into v square. m1 plus m2 into v square. Okay, so this is your final kinetic energy. Now from this we need to find the loss on the kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. So find the change here. The answer, anyone? And a final answer மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க. 3. Noma.
3, sir.
Noma.
3 is lost.
No. It is 0.67 joules. Answer is 0.67 joules. Check பண்ணிக்கோங்க. 0.67.
Yes, sir. 2/3 of 1 joule, sir. So it is 0.67.
Yes. So the kinetic energy initial value we'll get approx 1 joule. Kinetic energy final value it is approx 0.33 joules. 0.33 joules. When you take the difference, yes ma, kinetic energy final is nothing but when you take the difference 0.67 joules. Or shall we see the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one, make a heading. Coefficient of restitution. It is just a relations. So நம்ம வந்து என்னென்ன collisions discuss. Sorry. 2-dimensional collision. We'll complete the 2-dimensional collision. So simple relation. We'll complete make a heading 2-dimensional collision. Then we'll see the coefficient of restitution. 2-dimensional collision என்னன்னா இதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து இந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து it will try to travel in straight line நான் சொல்லிருக்கோம். It will try to travel in a straight line. But 2-dimensional collision it will try to travel in an axis, 2 different axes. So mass m1 இதோட velocity வந்து u1. Mass m2 இதோட velocity வந்து u2. When these two are colliding, these two are traveling in different directions. Okay, with respect to the reference point, it was making angle theta. Where angle theta is the traveler. This is your 2-dimensional collision. This is we discuss single dimension. Now we are discussing about the 2-dimensional collision. Now, அதே மாதிரி இது m1 u1 இருக்கு, இது m2 u2 இருக்கு. But here the object இது m1 னா the velocity is v1 ஆகும். இது m2 னா the velocity வந்து moving v2 ஆகும். But with respect to reference point base பண்ணி பார்க்கும்போது இங்க வந்து ரிலேஷன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம். So the conditions என்னன்னா again initial condition இருக்கு, இதோட momentum இருக்கு, kinetic energy இருக்கு, எல்லாமே இருக்கு. Okay. So the final equations base பண்ணி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணலாம். So final equation என்ன வரும்னா so இங்க first momentum பார்க்கலாம். Momentum na so m1 u1 plus m2 u2. This is your initial condition. The combination. This is before collision is equal to after collision. After collision now what will happen? This with respect to the axis. We have to consider with respect to the axis. So it is m1 v1 cos theta 1. Assume it is theta 1. Assume it is theta 2. m1 v1. m1 v1 cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 cos theta 2. m1 v1 cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 cos theta 2. Okay. Now, so this is momentum relation. Other kinetic energies வந்து சேமா இருக்கு. நம்ம angle theta ல நமக்கு தெரியல kinetic energies ல. Momentum எந்த direction movement இருக்கோ so we are going to consider this is your first one. So அதே நான் வந்து kinetic energy relation பார்க்கும்போது so the kinetic energy is second one. It is kinetic energy half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. Okay, this is v1 and this is v2. Okay, so it is your relation for kinetic energy and it is your momentum. And along the y-axis, if you remember that, along the y-axis perpendicular point இருக்கு. இது வந்து sin theta வரும், theta 2, இது sin theta வரும். ரெண்டு opposite direction இருக்கிறதுனால ரெண்டுமே சேம் தான். So third relation என்ன வரும்னா so it is m1 v1 sin theta 1 is equal to m2 v2 sin theta 2. This is the relation. Okay, remember the three relations. Done. Okay, next one. So it is only a relations. Just இதுல வந்து conditions எதுவுமே கிடையாது. ஒரு angle theta ல இந்த object வந்து மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்த angle theta ரெண்டு angle theta இருக்கலாம், இல்ல வந்து individual angle theta சார். சேமா இருக்கலாம், டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்கலாம். Okay, now Next heading, coefficient of restitution. Next heading, coefficient of restitution. Restitution, R-E-S-T-I-T-U-T-I-O-N. Restitution, R-E-S-T-U-T-I-O-N. T-I-T-U-T-I-O-N. R-E-S-T-I-T-U-T-I-O-N. Restitution. Coefficient of restitution. There are symbol on the E. There are symbol on the E. Small e. So in the restitution, again, there are change in its moments. Change in its moments based on that, we discuss pantom. There are relation on the E is equal to V2 minus V1, V1 by 1, U2 minus U1. E is equal to V2 minus V1 by U1, sorry. It is your relative velocity of approach. This is the relation on the U1 minus U2. U1 minus V2. You can mention here is equal to relative velocity of approach, sorry, relative velocity of separation before collision, relative velocity of separation before collision. Oh god, mistake. Relative velocity of collision after separation, sorry, after separation by relative velocity of approach before collision. Okay, relative velocity of separation after collision by relative velocity of approach before collision. Okay, chinna mistake. Okay, this is after by this before. So we call it as coefficient of restitution, other relation. Okay, so in the coefficient of restitution, the moon conditions are split. So again, depends upon your elastic, inelastic, and perfectly inelastic. Okay, elastic, inelastic, and perfectly inelastic. Okay, so the key on the point note panikonga. After this first point, for the perfectly elastic collision, E is equal to 1. For the perfectly elastic collision, E is equal to 1. Second point, for the perfectly inelastic collision, E is equal to 0. For the perfectly inelastic collision, na rendu masses it will try to attach together and it will try to travel with the same velocities. Perfectly elastic collision, na it will try to bounce back with the different velocities. Okay. Third case, elastic collision, that is inelastic collision. This is perfectly inelastic and this is perfectly elastic. This is inelastic collision. Elastic collision na idu elastic madiri irukadu, perfectly inelastic irukadu. So it will try to bounce back but different velocities. Same irukadu. So inelastic collision, 0 is less than E is less than 1. It will be varying between 0 and 1. Inelastic collision, it will be varying between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. These are the three type of elastic collisions. Okay, right. So idhula some formulas irukku. Okay, just take it down one by one. First point, 11 aidsha. Okay, 2 minutes then. First point, after this, okay, so elastic collision, in the inelastic collision, other heights based on there is a formula. First point, okay, a ball falls from a height h. A ball falls from a height h. A ball falls from a height h, comma. It strikes the ground with a velocity u. It strikes the ground with a velocity u is equal to square root of 2gh. It strikes the ground with a velocity u is equal to square root of 2gh. Let it rebound with a velocity v. And rise to a height of h1. Let it with a velocity v and rise to a height of h1. So the initial velocity, okay, with which it was dropping, and after that it was bouncing back with the velocity of v at the height on the h1. Okay, then E is equal to the relation. So E is equal to square root of h1 by h. E is equal to h1 by h is your initial and h1 is your final. So E is equal to square root of h1 by h, or to find the h. So it is h1 is equal to E square into h. So this is the coefficient of restitution based on the depend elastic collision or inelastic collision that depends here. Okay, so this point. Suppose இதே வந்து n number of bounces இருக்கு. So இதே வந்து இந்த object வந்து n number of bounces. So இந்த object வந்து ஒரு point வந்து drop ஆயிருக்கு. Again it was bouncing. Okay, again it was bouncing. So there are n number of bounces are there. When there are n number of bounces, இதே relation hn is equal to e power 2n into h. hn is equal to e power 2n into h. e power 2n into h. Okay, right. So we'll stop here. So இது வந்து work on energy ரொம்ப simple topic தான். Okay, so just try to practice. நான் வந்து நேத்தி have sent you a worksheet for your motion plane. கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க அது. நீங்க practice பண்றீங்க தான் நம்புறேன் நான். Okay, any doubts so far for today's topic?
No, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So practice பண்ணுங்க. Okay, so ma'am வந்துருவாங்க. Just take a break for 5 minutes. She'll be back. Okay.